I work with a very good, with the best person I can say in the field of industrial product design in India. Since childhood, I used to break things and see what's inside them. So in the first month itself, their sales increased by 30% for that product.
If you're given a chance to design the curriculum for engineers, what would you like to add in it?
I think in today's world, it is जो दिखता है वो बिकता है.
Hello everyone, welcome to the STEM Club podcast. Today we have Prachet Doshi sir with us. He is the director at Abhijat Equipments and he is the creative director at Innofi Designs, and he has won multiple awards in design and creation. So, hello sir.
Hello. Thank you for having me here.
So, before diving deep into the details and technical stuff, I would like to know your journey and what have your life been till now.
Okay, so since childhood, I have been accompanying my grandparents, my father to the company. So this company was started in 1976. So this year will be completing 50 years. And so since childhood, I was coming into the industry, seeing everything. So this naturally developed a kind of instinct in me that I should also join this company to take this legacy ahead. And from there, I started my journey. I did my schooling here in Satara itself. Then after 10th, I went to Pune. There I did my 11th, 12th, and then I graduated from Senior College of Engineering, where I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. And then I worked at I worked with a very good, with the best person I can say in the field of industrial product design in India, is Mr. Satish Gokhale. So I worked with him for 1 year, and I gained a lot of experience in the field of design because I was slightly more towards design and manufacturing than only towards manufacturing. So after that, I went for my masters at Coventry in UK. I did my masters there in industrial product design, and I graduated in 2017. I came back from there and I worked in Pune with some of my friends and colleagues, and where we collaboratively worked on some projects, design related projects. And then I came to Satara in 2018, and I joined the industry. And from there, the journey started. Actual journey started, I can say. So yeah, this is what my journey was.
So, what was the one thing that inspired you to become an engineer?
I think I was more towards knowing how things work. I was very excited to know. Since childhood, I used to break things and see what's inside them. So it may be a toy car or anything. Like I used to, when it was damaged or maybe it was not working properly, I used to open it and see what's there inside. So I think that somewhere clicked, that you can say inside me, that I should go to this field, and that's why I was more directed towards manufacturing and designing.
So, when you were learning engineering and to that time to today, what do you see the difference in the industry?
I think there's a lot of change in the industry. Like I used to have talks with my grandparents, my grandfather, my dad also, and we used to have a conversation of how things were at that time and how things have changed right now. So there's a huge change. I think the most significant change is in people's mindset to work right now. So we have people who are working in the industries, in our industry, for I think 30 years, 20 years, but that thing is not there in today's people. That is a huge change. People want to shift very fast, like from one industry to another. They hardly stay for 2 years, they switch. But consistency is lost somewhere, is what I think. Also, the work culture has changed a lot. So the work culture that used to be when my grandpa used to see this industry, when my father used to see this, and when I am seeing the industry, I think there's a tremendous change in the work culture also. People nowadays only work from 9 to 5. That is their thought process. That is their work culture right now. But in previous days, they used to stay a bit long. They used to complete their work and then they used to go home. So that is a very different, you can say, attitude change in people's mindset. Plus, there are huge change in technologies as well. Everything that used to be skill oriented, person oriented, has changed to automation right now. So people are now moving towards automation. This is what I can see regularly because we manufacture both conventional machines and CNC machines both. So we have few customers who directly come to us and say, we don't have setters for this job. We are not getting setters for. So do you have anything? Do you have a machine where we can actually use CNC programmers to make this product? Because we are not getting setters for conventional machines. So this change, I think it's a major, huge change that is going on right now, and people are transforming from conventional machines to the modern CNC machines now.
That explains it very well. So,
Yes.
when you were learning engineering, like some years ago, so do you think what you learned that time in the college or in the institution, does that curriculum still stay relevant?
No, I think I am a bit against this right now. What I studied is what my father had studied and what my grandfather had said. So that has been continued till today. And I think there should be some updation in the field of, because no, I think there are workshops where we go and do smithy and everything.
Yes.
But nobody does it right now. People are more towards skill development. We need more of CNC operating, you can say workshops or maybe training, which is more important right now, which is not there in our curriculum.
Yes.
So I think there should be some change uh, that is expected and that is needed for today's companies also.
So the curriculum seems quite outdated
Yeah,
currently.
yeah, definitely.
You've recently received a patent for a PNC machine. So how was the experience like?
It was amazing. So we have received patent for one of our products named Hybrid 32. So I'll tell you a story uh, how the product was developed. So this was totally from feedback of customers what we got, that people were not getting setters for the conventional machines, and the CNC which are there in market are too expensive for them. So they wanted something in between. So a lot of people, lot of customers came up to us and they told us, Ki, do you have or do you plan to make something which we can buy, which will be economically good, plus we'll get the good productivity and accuracy at the same time. So we all brainstormed. It was, I think, Imtex 2023 was coming up, I think, in 6 to 8 months. And then everybody was sitting, and then we just brainstormed ki what we could do. Should we change our original CNC machines, or should we come up with something from scratch? And then an idea struck me, why can't we combine the conventional machine with a CNC machine? And I think that idea gave rise to Hybrid 32, which is, we can say, a small compact CNC machine, which is economical, space saving as well. I think in a lot of places like Mumbai, there's a lot of constraint for spaces.
Right.
People want everything which is compact, but which is giving same productivity, good accuracy as well. So I think this product has boomed in the market right now. And then after that, we have also given one of the good USPs, I think, in this machine is that we can do overlapping of operations in this machine. So two operations can be done on the machine on the same time,
Okay.
without having a separate spindle or having a separate unit for that. So we patented this thing for the product, and we have received the product in 2023, and we launched this product in January 2023. After that, we have almost sold, I think, 100 machines right now. So this was a great experience, and I think this is the first time Abhijat has received a patent. So I think we are very really proud of this.
That seems really great. So when we talk about CNCs, what is the major part of software used in it? So what does software contribute in it?
So the software that goes into CNC machines is mostly from the controllers. So we have a lot of options in the controllers in the market right now. So basically, we as Abhijat, we use Delta as a standard controller.
Right.
We have options of Siemens, Fanuc. which are global you can say controllers. These are used outside India as well, in the foreign countries as well. So we can adapt those uh, controllers to our machines. So we have kept that adaptability, and I think that controller plays the software part in this machine, right?
So during the designation and release of the patent, you must have faced through many challenges and setbacks. So can you describe some of them?
I think this whole journey is very exciting. So when we were building this machine from scratch, I think there were a lot of meetings and all that took place. There are a lot of hurdles that came. Like for example, sometimes when you come up with a machine or you come up with a good idea, not everybody is okay with that. So we have to convince people for that, and then you come up with something. Then one of the, I think I remember the point is that when we were assembling the machine, there are a lot of things that came due to component problems, that they were not fitting, or maybe it was too over designed part. So we had to under design it. We had to see what all could come out of the machine to make it more economical. Can we combine two three components into one single component to make it more effective, so that the number of units become less? It is more you can see good for assembly, easy for assembly, easy to assemble. So we used mostly conventional parts so that our inventory was less, and we could use the same parts here also, and for the conventional machines also. And I think that is a good thing. We had a lot of tests involved, right from leakage test for the pedestal, whether the pedestal is leaking, not leaking, if it is leaking, from where it can leak. So every minute detail was taken into consideration while designing this machine, and I think the outcome that has come out is great. There were a lot of transformations after launch also. After launch also, when we you can say sold out the product to four five customers, we got feedbacks from them as well. Ki, sir, can we do this thing instead of this? So we took that positively and we acted on it, and I think now the version what we have created is ultimate. And I think this whole process was a very exciting and you can say learning process for all of us.
So first of all, that's really commendable. I should really appreciate you for that. This is something which looks like a good innovation and something which can inspire our youth. So what is the one key experience that you would like to say that you learned from this?
From
The whole journey, one key thing that you learned.
I think uh, the one thing is that we always need to keep on changing according to technology, according to customer requirements. This is what industry 5.0 is also all about.
Right.
It is all about customer needs and what you can do for them. It is all customer oriented. So I think being updated is most important. Being widely open and cautious about what is going into market and what market needs, what customer needs, is very important, is what I have learned. Because if customer wants something else and you are doing something else, you will not get the benefits, you will not rise, you will stay where you are. So I think that is the key thing what I have in terms of design also. In both the cases, I think what customer needs, we should understand and we should act upon it, is what I think is the key thing what I have gained from this process.
So nowadays we look at young generations, all the students and kids too. They are trying to innovate something. They make something new. They develop something, but they don't really know how to get a patent or how to make their inventions official. So how is the journey of getting a patent?
So I think in India, getting a patent is easy if you know what exactly the requirements are or what documents are required. And so the patent journey is like, I think it takes around a year or 4 years, I think, to get a patent. The filing process starts, I think it takes 6 months for filing process, and then there's hearing and everything, and then if there are some queries from the authorities, you need to solve those as well, and you need to give them answers for those queries, and then after that you are granted the patent. But I think it is really important to get your things patented, or maybe you should understand your IP rights. And even if it is a copyright, it's a trademark, or it's a design registration, or it's a design patent. I think it's really important to get it patented, because it's a asset what you have is what I think, and you should always preserve that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you look at the industry currently
Mhm.
from the horizon, so what do you think are the mistakes or the things which are not accurate moving forward in the industry currently?
I can't say there are any mistakes going on, because there are a lot of hustle and bustle that is going on in the market right now. Few industries are rising, few are shutting down. For the best example you can see is the car industry right now. The EV sector is booming like anything right now. But at the same time, the diesel and the petrol versions of cars, their demand has come down. So there's a huge impact for like in terms of machines also, what people get, what components they are making on the machines also. So our machines are mostly used for making auto components,
Right.
for example. So those components are totally scrapped in the EV sector now.
right.
So EV has their own components. So people are rushing towards making those components now. So they are coming towards that, can we make an EV component on your product? So that has revolutionized a lot of things right now.
So what changes would you like to make in your industry, or what is required so that EVs can be a part of what you do currently?
So EV cannot be actually a part of us, but our machines are capable of doing EV parts,
Right.
making EV parts. So customers who want to make EV parts, they are always welcome to get our machines.
Okay. So when we talk about the current scenario, our government is really encouraging the youth and everyone to make in India. So government also is bringing many schemes for us.
Yes.
So as an industrialist, what do you think? How is government aiding you in moving forward?
I think it's a very good question. A lot of our customers are taking benefits of this subsidies and everything what government is giving. So if someone is setting up a new workshop, they are definitely going for these schemes and they are taking benefits of that. Yes. So it's a very good thing, and I think it's a good initiative by the government.
So moving forward, we know you have two ventures. One is Abhijit Equipments, and the second is Innofi Designs.
Yeah.
So what made you pivot towards design part of the industry when you are already a mechanical engineer?
Yeah. So I think being a designer, you should always know how it works, not just how it looks. So everything that looks good may not function good.
Right.
So I think I always wanted to be a designer, and somewhere I had that thing I have a family business also, so I have to come back anyhow. So that is why I did my engineering. But after that, I think that was the base that got me into design. So I think that benefited me a lot when I did my masters. So in my masters, there was a thing that I designed a coffee machine for Bugatti, right? And that was the experience where all of my teachers appreciated my work a lot, because it not only involved the styling of the machine, but it also involved the working inside.
Right.
So I was able to properly describe how it works. I was able to demonstrate them how it works. I created a presentation. I created an animation of that, how it worked, and I think that was the best thing that helped me. And I think every designer designing is because there are very misconceptions in the market right now.
Right.
That people think I can draw something, I can create a good shape, I can create good colors, I can give something, and I become a good designer. It's not like that. It is always how it works, and then it is followed by the form should follow function. Is what I think.
So if I tell you to differentiate between design and engineering, so what would be your answer?
Design and engineering goes hand in hand, is what I think. It is never two separate forms, because I think in India it is either design or engineering.
Right.
But if you see German people, they have that culture in their you can say working or in their designing, that when they design something, they make it a point that it looks good.
Right.
So it is always that when I'm designing something, they have that thing in mind that it should also look good. So the function is always followed by a form.
So being in, as you've studied for your masters in UK, what did being UK teach you about the whole industry and your life?
That I think UK was the time, you can say, a turning point in my life where I got to know how to how actually the world works, because there we worked on live projects with people, live industries. So it was not that you make a mistake and you are not just you're off with it.
Right,
No,
right.
you had to be serious. You had to work with that company. You had to work on that live projects. You had to you can say think of both causes, everything. And then I think working on live projects, it helped us a lot. And it gave us a insight of the market, how you should talk to people, your communication skills, your body language, and how you can I think it taught us the whole process, right from approaching a client, how you should approach a client, how you should talk to him, how you should portray your designs or your work is the best thing. Because my professor, he used to always say that we lack in presentation.
Right.
We have everything with us. So he told us the thing which looks good tastes good. Sorry, the thing which tastes good should look good also. So that is what a chef also keeps in mind. When you go to a five-star hotel, when you order something, you see a nicely decorated dish with everything on the sides, and then you have the main food in the center and everything. But it is so nicely decorated that you feel like you should eat it. So that happens with a lot of things in our world. It is what you see that matters, because that is your first impression. So you feel to buy that product while you see that product, only when you see that product.
Right. So when we look at this, so in short, we can say that more than the product, the presentation matters.
Definitely. No, it is not more than, but I think the first thing that matters is how you present it. If your product is good, you should present it in a good way, is what I think.
First impression is the last.
Is the last impression. Yeah.
So when you, some things you would like India to learn from UK.
I think discipline is the first thing, because I have seen the work culture there, and it is amazing. Like, people, they have properly balanced their life, the work life with the family life also. And I think during work they are totally focused on work. They don't discuss about other things, how life is going and everything. They are totally focused on work. After their work, they will be with their friends and everything. So I think work culture discipline is the best thing I think people should learn. Second thing is showing your product. That how I said, you should present your work in a good way. I think that thing should be learned from UK. There are a lot of designers from UK and all over the world who have presented their work in such a beautiful manner that they have got appreciation from the whole world.
So how did a average day for you in UK look like?
Average day, it was like we were totally, you can say, into work and submissions. But I think the life there was very relaxing. We don't have to struggle for small things like there's no electricity today, or there's no water coming today. There was nothing like that. We used to cook ourselves. I think that made us a bit independent also. And we used to do our chores. And after that we used to go to the college. We used to attend it. After that we used to go to design museums also. We used to visit them in on weekends, and to just get to know how what people have done, to get an insight, to get an inspiration. And then we used to come back and we used to work again. So this whole thing was, I think, more creatively designed, you can say, curriculum for us.
So when we talk about UK or any other country, as a student, it's very inspirational or aspirational for today's students to go out, look at those country, and everywhere we go, we ask people that what does that country look like, or but India also has some of its good things. So what did you miss about home when you were there?
Oh, first thing was food. So you can't get Indian food everywhere. Your home food is amazing. Second thing is that I knew I was there in UK to achieve something, to pursue something. So I was not that homesick, I can say. But yeah, I missed my home also, and I missed my friends a lot because they have been through my ups and downs, and yeah, I think that was all I missed.
Okay. So now, if we go back to design,
Mhm.
what does the industry currently look at when looking at design?
I think people are not now getting aware of how designing is. Like in terms of packaging design, also a lot of people. First, when I started in 2018, I know how people reacted towards design. They were always reluctant to design, and they were not ready to invest in design because they thought that it is something useless. People are just here to make money. Designers are just here to make money.
Right.
Is that what that was the thinking behind that? But eventually people have started getting to know the importance of design now. In every each and every field now, design has come up. I think Narendra Modi ji, a few months back, he has also
Talked about design,
yeah,
right?
he has also given a good this thing for design. So he is also motivating design right now, and promoting design, I can say. So yeah.
We might have worked for designing many industries or companies. So, some key experiences or clients would you would like to share?
Yeah, so I have worked with a lot of companies. I worked with BMW Mini when I was in UK. I worked with Bugatti, and then when I came back, I have worked with IIT Kharagpur also, startups from IIT Kharagpur. Then I worked with Shark Tanks people also. I worked with
Okay.
Bamboo India. We have designed India's first bamboo razor
Right, right.
for people. Yeah, so it was exciting for us. We have worked with Spy Story also. He's also one
Okay,
of
right, right.
the Shark Tank,
Shark Tank.
startup. Then locally we have worked with a lot of brands from Mahabaleshwar also, like Mapro. We have worked with Dhananjay, and we have worked with Cheese Factory, USM. A lot of brands, I think. Yeah.
So we'll go a little off topic, but
Mhm.
as you have mentioned Shark Tank, it's one of the most trending topics nowadays in business because people are learning things from that.
Yeah.
So have you ever thought about getting an investment?
No, actually, I don't. I have not thought about getting an investment currently, but I have, you can say, encouraged a lot of brands who have come to me to go into Shark Tanks,
Right,
because my industry is about lifting brands.
right.
Rather than I create brands, I help them create brands. So I don't need that much investment, is what I think, in getting a brand for myself. Yeah.
So we look at Shark Tank, people going for investments,
Mhm.
huge VC rounds, and
Mhm.
getting their equities.
Yeah.
So do you think this the startup culture, the aspiration and the big things which we look, are they real? Are they really useful to get investments and start founders?
I don't know how about investment, because I have worked with few Shark Tank companies, startups who were showcased on Shark Tank, but they didn't get investment from Shark
Okay.
Tank. So they rejected the investment. I think it may be due to some you can say
Financial.
policies or
Yes.
something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I have seen. So I think it is a good platform to get appreciation and you can say recognition all over India. At least your brand reaches a lot of people, thousands and millions of people. Your brand reaches through Shark Tank. I think getting an investment or not is a secondary thing. Firstly, people are going to know that you have a brand where you are doing something for them.
Right.
So I think that is the best part of this platform.
When we talk about design specifically, so can you give an example of how design can lift a brand on itself?
That's a really good question. I have a lot of case studies, but I think I remember the case study of a brand in Panchgani, and they had a product with a very subtle, you can say, basic box, a jar of. I think they were making some seed berry laddus or something like that, and it was a transparent jar and with a white color label on it, and they were showcasing it in their shop, and people used to come, they used to see, theek hai, and then used to leave. There was not so much consideration of that product, even though the product was very good, right? So, and but their other packaging, I think they were into chanas. So their other packaging was amazing. Like it was booming. People are getting those products, and the sales was also good for that product. But they wanted to somehow focus on this product also. So they came to us and they told us ki we have a product and we want to promote it into the market, and because it's a very good product and we really think that this product will be accepted in the market, and it will be a good, you can say, product for the mass also. So I was like, okay, let's think on, and then we designed a packaging for them. We used the same container, but we played with the label on that, and surprisingly, it came out really good. Everybody was happy with that, and then we said that let's go and test it in the market now. So in the first month itself, their sales increased by 30% for that product. So I think this is the power of packaging, you can say, design. And this is not only just one case. We have lots of such cases where the product was not running in the market because I think in today's world it is jo dikhta hai wo bikta hai. This is what Indian market is going right now. So we are working on a lot of products, lot of packagings, a lot of social media booming also, because I think social media also is one of the major showcase for your products right now.
Right.
So people get to know your products through social media. So we are working on that, and we are really happy about that. That we are making changes in the brands, and we are helping them grow. So first we have a basic conversation with the client, and we understand his requirements, what his requirements are actually, and what he's expecting,
Right.
and what is his motto behind that. And then after that, we also ask him what is there any problem he's catering, he wants to cater mostly. In terms of product design, it is mostly a problem that he wants to solve. And for example, I think there was a customer uh, from Pune who makes arch welding machine.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a small unit, and it is a basic unit what he had, and he showcased that unit in Dubai's exhibition. So his dealer in Dubai came to him on the last day, and there was no sales in that exhibition. So he was a bit frustrated that there is no sales. So his dealer from Dubai came and he told him that people, your product is good, but it is not looking good. It is not looking global. So he came to us and we designed a really good product for him. So I think this is the problem he wanted to solve, that his product was not recognized in the global market because of its form, because of its look, I think. So we ask them if they are catering, if they want to cater any problem they are facing, or their operator or their end user is facing.
Okay.
And then we act on that. We brainstorm with our team, we come up with a group of solutions, we give them concepts for that solutions, and then he selects one concept. We have our discussion on that concept again, and then we have a final product or final packaging delivered to him.
Okay.
For that product. Yeah.
So you must have gone through a lot of customers. So what is the one key problem you see in the market right now in terms of design?
I'm not getting the question.
When a customer approaches you or an industrialist approaches you, he must have had a problem getting customers or attracting them. So what is the mindset of the people? What can be overcome using design?
Yeah, so as I told you that mostly people come to us because not that they are launching a new product,
Right.
but the thing is that their product is already into the market, but the competition has become so much that they want to stand out. So
Right.
everybody wants to stand out, and their product should stand out in the shelves. So they come to us and they want something new every 6 months. So firstly, the thing is that in previous years, what used to happen, that people used to design a packaging for a product, and that packaging used to go for years and years. But now they change it every 6 months, every 2 years. They
Okay.
want the product is same, but they want the look to be different, because people nowadays they want something new every time.
Okay, so when we talk about markets, designing, so when a new industrialist or some startup owner is starting a company and has zero idea about design, so what would you suggest him to go? Which direction should he go
In terms of
in terms of designing, marketing his product, or just getting into the industry?
I think he should understand what he's doing first of all, what he wants to do, what is his vision about that company, where he wants to take it, what are his end users. I think he needs to understand that first, and then I think it comes stepwise. First, he needs to come to a design thing, then manufacturing, and then marketing.
So when we talk about your design company Inofi and your equipment company Abhijat, so the Abhijat company is like a traditional company working for years, and Inofi is a modern with a new twist. So how do you combine modern and traditional industries?
I think it's very difficult to combine both, but it's a really interesting thing to work in both industries because conventional industry, my you can say the family business, it's running, it's the new things are coming, but the pace of those things are it's a bit less for new things. But in design industry, it's that every day I'm coming up with something new. Every day I have a new sector to work in. I have a new vertical to work in. I have worked with people who make golden ornament machines. I have people who are into sanitary ware also. I have worked with people who are into food industry, fragrances. So I have worked with so many different verticals, and I think that is the exciting part of design, that you get to learn every new thing every day.
So for someone who wants to start a design industry or a startup, what are the challenges someone like you faces?
I think getting clients, getting recognition is the biggest challenge you need to, because you need to have a good kind of presentation. You need to have a good work behind you that you have done, a good portfolio, I can say, and you need to have a good networking, good communication skills also. And yeah, I think then it is good to go into design. Yeah.
So when you face these challenges, how do you overcome them?
So initially, I also had a lot of challenges in this time, but I think it is all about mouth publicity that goes in this design field. So more than of our advertisement and everything, I think it's mouth publicity that goes. So the same thing happened, that I used to work in collaborations with people, and then when I started Innofy Designs, I had a good networking with people around. So projects started coming from them, small projects. There was a time when I had to do projects for free to just get the goodwill of people. After that, slowly, people started recognizing my, you can say, work. They
Okay.
appreciated work. The mouth publicity started, and then people started approaching me now. Instead of I going to clients. Clients come to me. Yeah.
That's really informative. So when you hire employees for your company, do you prefer freshers or experience?
It depends on what position it is. Uh, Mostly in the parts where there is a lot of decision making involved, I think we go towards experienced people. For the parts where I think more of skills are involved, we go to newcomers.
So what do freshers lack currently?
I think they lack inconsistency. Uh, Loyalty is first thing. I think they lack laziness, and I think they want, you can say, easy money is what today's generation is all about, but doesn't work that way.
So what do you think are the ways to come out of it?
I think people should start becoming more serious towards their work, and they should be loyal to the company. They should be with the company, because when company grows, you are also going to grow.
Right.
So it is always proportional thing. So I think that is lacking a bit right now. Seriousness about, because they think that even if I'm not getting a job here, I'm definitely going to get a job there.
Okay.
So this is what the mindset is.
So patience.
Patience, definitely. Patience is most important.
So you've been an engineer yourself in the past. So if you're given a chance to design the curriculum for engineers, what would you like to add in it?
I would definitely like to add, first of all, is this CNC operating. I would like to involve students in that also, because I think that is the need for of the day right now. I want to add new technologies, new softwares in the curriculum. For example, people are still using ProE in the colleges. So I think that is outdated now. People are using Katia and SolidWorks, and then people are using Keyshot. So all these new softwares students should be adopted to, is what I think. I also want to include AI, for
Okay.
example, in the curriculum, because that is the future of, you can say, engineering.
Okay.
And yeah.
So as we've come to AI,
Mhm.
it's one of the most trending topics currently.
Yeah,
So what are your takes on AI?
I think AI is a good thing if you use it as a tool.
Right.
So because otherwise it is going to eat your job.
Obviously, it is.
So I think it's a good tool to use because you save your time there. But sometimes it is, you can say, uh, harmful also in term, because it restricts your thinking process, is what I think. Because
Oh,
first we used to think about how to create things, how to
right.
write. People just chat GPT it, and then they come out with something, and then they put it in front of you and say this is what you needed. So here what they have used is 0% of
Right.
their brain. Yeah.
So do you use AI in your industries? And if you do, then what are the things it helps you in?
Yeah, I it is a very interesting thing that when AI was introduced, I think 2 3 years back, and it was not that great. Chat GPT was just started, and we were working on a project for a company in Panchgani, and we wanted to create something unique for them. They had a chocolate box to be designed, and they came to us and they told that the box should take you back to Mahabaleshwar.
Mhm.
So we want something beautiful on that box that people should take it home as a souvenir.
Okay.
And that was the first time we used AI to create an illustration, and that came out so well that people right now are buying their product for that packaging. So I think it was the best use of AI as a tool,
Okay.
where we worked our brains out to what prompts we should give to get that output.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So how does internet and social media contribute in your company?
So in Innofi, I can say we have a special department, you can say, where we are into digital marketing, social media marketing, influencer marketing, website design, and everything that goes with internet.
Right.
Yeah. So my wife is into, she looks after that, and I think it is the, you can say, a major part of Innofi designs today, because uh, even though instead of packaging and product design, people are more towards social media and advertising their products
Okay.
more. So yeah, I think there's a huge market for that.
So after AI coming and the internet influencing social media contributing so much to the current businesses, how do you think it is going to move forward in the upcoming future?
I think upcoming future, social media is, though, for sure it's going to be there. uh, I think some conventional practices may go out of
Fashion.
fashion, like for example magazines, because magazines are also, they are coming on internet right now.
Right,
They
they're
are
vanishing.
publishing on net only. So hard copies are going out of date, even though they are, you can say, precious things to keep and everything, but I think they are going to go out of outdated. Yeah,
Okay.
in coming future. And billboards are going to go outdated, is what I think.
So being a founder of two companies and having a very busy work schedule, how does your schedule look like for a day?
I can say it's a very hectic schedule for me because I have to look into both companies right now. So I mostly divide my whole day into two halves. First half is where I look into my family business, and then the second half I am working on the design projects and all. And I have my wife working with me also, so we get time to discuss things, and we if there are any new clients coming on board, then we discuss with them also, and then so we get a lot of time in the evening. So yeah, this is how I divide my work.
So, being an entrepreneur and having two businesses, what's the importance of a team in a business?
I think that's the backbone of your company. It may be any company, any field you are, because without team you are nothing. You can't do everything on your own alone.
Right.
So you are not going to be a one man army when you're going to grow business. If you want to stay where you are, yeah. So everything you are doing, you are doing the work of an accountant also. You're working as a purchase person also. You're working as a designer also. Everything, no, you can't grow there. I think for growing, team is your main, you can say,
Component.
asset. I can say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for a new or young founder, what
Mhm.
would you give some tips for them to start a company or a business in today's times?
I think don't think much, just go into it and you will find your way out, is what I wanted to say in short.
Okay, that's pretty simple.
Yeah.
So, now to end on a good note, for the young people, for today's generation, what would you tell them to develop themselves in, or what should they look forward in their life?
Uh, for this, I have a very good saying from one of my professors when I was in UK. So, on the final major project, what we did, he just told us that in your life, if you do what you did,
Right.
you will always get what you got. So if you keep on doing what you did before, you're always going to get what you got before. So do something new, then only you will get something new. So I think that is the biggest thing I want to tell people, that start doing things.
Okay. So, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank
It
you.
was a great pleasure talking to you.
Same here.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
very
having
much.
me.
Okay.